Home Alone was released in 1992. You have 20 minutes before the cops come, and you want to hold the wet bandits off until then. That's the simple part of the game. The weird part is you're on a sled, and holding things down like the 1 button will make you go faster. And you can run over snowmen. You can even go really fast and smash into fire hydrants, get points for that. You can enter houses like you see I just did, and it gives you a floor map. And you can put traps down. The traps are... well, here's how the traps go. Torch is a one-time use before disappearing and can only be placed in door jams. Ice can be used 3 times before disappearing and can be placed in floor sections, and you also can slip. Tar doesn't disappear once placed on the floor section, but it will slow you down also. Toys is one-time use before disappearing and can only be placed in floor sections and can hurt you also. Marbles can be used 3 times before disappearing and can be placed in floor sections, and of course can slip on those also. In expert mode, you actually get 2 more traps. You get tacks, which are a 2-time use before disappearing and also can hurt you. And you get grease, which is a 3 times use before disappearing and can be placed in floor sections, like most of them except for the torch. And you can also slip on that too. You do start off with a BB gun with some ammo, and you want to collect other items, such as balloons, rope, rubber bands, things like that. Basically anything you can find, collect it. And you will create more weapons with it. Some of the weapons you can use are, and I'm going to go through these quick because there's quite a few. There's the glue rifle, the pepper rifle, the hot coal rifle, the snowball mortar, the super ball mortar, the glue mortar, the pepper mortar, hot coal mortar, snowball bazooka, glue bazooka, pepper bazooka, snowball launcher, super ball launcher, glue launcher, pepper launcher, hot coal launcher. And then, if you play in expert mode, you have the sonic wave gun, the flashbulb gun, electrical grenade, rope rifle, rope mortar, rope launcher. So, that's a lot of stuff. And in a weird way, it's kind of like a crafting thing. In a weird way, like Minecraft. What you need to do is have 3 different, I'll call them elements. And when you hit start, it brings you into... we'll say your crafting area, and that's where you put the weapons together. The nice thing is you don't really have to figure too much out unless you want something specifically. When I played, and maybe because I'm on normal level, I found that it had them in there for me. The thumbnail at the end of this video will actually have how to make all those weapons listed in the thumbnail. So feel free to watch the whole video, of course, if you want to, but I wouldn't blame you for fast-forwarding to the end and seeing that. So when you're running around, you can hit start, and they won't attack you at that point. You can switch weapons, build your weapon, see how much ammo you have left in the weapon, but you basically want to keep bandits busy. You want the cops to come within that 20 minutes. Now, when the game first starts off, I think it's like a minute, maybe less, before the wet bandits come, so you can shoot around in your sled and hit the snowman and pick up the item that's left behind on that, or get into a house, lay your traps down. You can go into a house without the wet bandits being there. You can be in a house the wet bandits are in. If they capture you, though, they're gonna pick you up, throw you on a hook. Every floor of a house has a hook in it. And you tap the buttons really fast to basically wiggle yourself off of the hook. The houses all have things too, like there's a futuristic type house that has a robot in it that'll shock you and knock you down, but you get back up. You'll see that across the top there's an ALP flashing across. P is the one I really worried about because that's the pain meter, and you want to get that up as high as you can. When you get that all the way up in a house with the wet bandits, it's their pain meter. And if you do that, you actually beat, we'll say, that house. They don't rob that house. Now, if they do rob a house, the game's not over. You just don't get as high of a score. And I think at the end of this one, I did beat it, but they did rob a couple houses, so I was ranked teacher's pet. And there's another one where it was more... when I first played, this is actually my second round playing, the first one I played was not nearly as nice. I didn't know what I was doing and stuff, and finally read the instructions myself. The game, without knowing what you're doing, is horrible. Once you know what you're doing, this is actually a really fun game. Within that 20 minutes, it's actually kind of nice. So you figure it's probably, from turning it on and everything, it's about 30 minutes. You can complete the whole game in 30 minutes, but it's different every time. One of the things I personally found out was using like the BB gun, stuff like that, they get up from that right away. Shoot them with like some gum, or the mortar type stuff seems to slow them down a lot also. I couldn't figure out how to get some of the things really high up. When you get the tires, when you ran over like a snowman, sometimes the tire shows up. That's supposed to help you jump higher. And I have pushed up, and sometimes it does jump higher. Other times, not so much. But you can jump on furniture to get the higher things also. Overall, like I mentioned earlier, I actually thought this was a really good game. One of the things that took a little bit to figure out was the hubcap looking things on the wall. Those are actually the safes. And every floor has a safe in it, and that's what the wet bandits are going for. When you're on the stairs, they can't get you, but they are fast. They're just as fast as you. I did find one little trick is jump. If you're trying to get ahead of them a little bit, just jump. Another thing is if they rob the house, you can't go look in that house for items anymore. That house is, it'll say it's frozen, and you can't get in. One of the things I should have done is maybe actually map the area out, because it tells you what the wet bandits are doing and if they robbed a house or not. But this is one of those ones that I feel has some replay value to it. I feel like it held up. This is a GameGear game. This is made for a portable, and actually I didn't think it looked too bad playing it on my television through my Retron 5. And I really thought it was a lot of fun once I knew what I was doing. Still find it kind of funny that you're in a sled and you can make it go faster by pushing B. It's a sled. It's flat ground. That must be a fan at the back. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't remember that in any of the movies, but it's kind of awesome. Other than that, I hope you liked the video. Hit like, subscribe, do anything, share the video. Anything that can help out would be awesome. Other than that, thank you.